Welcome back, everyone. I'm Peyton, indie author and literary troublemaker.
And I'm Mel, your little space alien for the evening.
Each week, we spend time trying to convince each other to read the most unhinged novels we have ever read.
And help each other destroy their TBR lists.
Right, and tonight we're going to do something completely different, but until we get to that point, because I'm not quite ready, look what I got today.
I haven't gotten it yet.
I just happened to be at Target and I remember Taylor sent us that message saying that she got it and she showed me photos of it last night because we hung out last night and she showed me photos. Just happened to be at Target today and I was standing in line. There was a line because I was checking out and I looked at the girl behind me and I was like, shit, I forgot I have to buy a book. And she goes, I feel that. So I went all the way to the back of the store and grabbed the last copy off the shelf.
Nice.
So I'm
I'm
very excited.
I'm gonna have to make a trip after payday because I need it on my shelf. Yesterday, I actually totally forgot that it was release time for Game On.
I did too.
The year has flown by so
hmm
fast, but I
hmm
am so excited.
I can't believe we're like 4 months into this year already. It's
Oh
insane.
my God. My birthday is this weekend.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Yeah, Saturday night, Blake and I are going to go to the Bad Sons show in Baltimore. They're a LA-based pop punk band,
Okay.
or indie pop. Love them. And then, so that's Saturday night. Sunday morning, which is my actual birthday, I'm going to go get a massage while Blake cleans the apartment.
That's how you celebrate your birthday.
I
Getting
told my
a
parents
massage and
that
coming home to a
to a
clean
clean
apartment.
house.
So nice.
Perfect. And then Blake and James are going to make dinner for me. I have to decide what I want.
Oh,
But I told my mom that, and she goes, "That's an old person birthday." Thanks.
I embrace that. Embrace the old. I'm so weird on my birthdays. I grew up in such a toxic household that it's taken me years to realize it, but birthdays were never really about me. And so it was all about if I did have something, it was about bragging rights for the parents. And then I don't know, it was always weird. So now if we don't celebrate anything, I feel abandoned and isolated and I don't know. Birthdays are weird. I don't like it. I'm also getting really fucking old. So that has a lot to do with it, let's be honest. Most of what it is. I've gotten very depressed the last few birthdays. You're still a baby though, so
I guess I'm t turning 28, so
there you go. God, I forgot how much older I was than you.
it doesn't feel like it. It's fine.
It doesn't feel like it. I feel very young, and I'll just stick to that.
See, you're the same age as me. Easy.
Right. I wish I had as a few of wrinkles as you do, although this pink light really helps.
I was about to say, I have never seen a single wrinkle on your face, so
They're there.
it's okay. I'm starting
Um,
to get like crow's feet at the
oh,
corner
yeah.
of my eyes, and I'm just
hmm
like, bro, come on now.
you already know this, but I had the craziest week ever, and amongst having a crazy week, I've lost my glasses, and the only other pair of glasses I have, one of the legs is missing. So one of my students made me a leg for my glasses so that my glasses didn't see this on my face.
Oh, what did they make it out of? I meant to ask.
Oh, popsicle sticks.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
Yeah.
industrious right there.
And honest to God, I wore them to the hockey game with Taylor last night and can't tell because they're the same width that you would have. And so I just kept my hair down to cover up the leg. And I'm just like, at some point, I gotta go to the eye doctor, but I keep hoping I'll just find the other pair. But it's been almost a whole week, and I have no clue where it's at.
When I lost one of my pairs of glasses recently, and I found them several days later just on the floor under something that I hadn't thought to pick up. It was like a sweatshirt. And I was like, there's no way that it's under that particular sweatshirt on the
That's what
floor.
you're,
And that's where
yeah.
it was.
I've been joking with Tom that there's like June or something at our house. A fae has come and started bothering me because I lost my wedding ring for 2 months. And I looked everywhere. I wasn't panicking because I remembered it being at the house. I didn't wear it out somewhere. It was at the house. So I knew it was at the house somewhere. I honestly thought that Audrey maybe saw a pretty ring and had played with it in his room or something. And I just could not find it. And then I lost my glasses. And the day that I lost my glasses, I found my wedding ring. And it was in my jewelry box where I would looked 100 times before. It was right there. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Literally. And now I think maybe I found the ring the day before, but the next day my glasses went missing. And I'm just like,
Something's playing
something's
games
playing.
with
Yeah,
you.
something's playing games with me.
I love it when that happens.
We got a little trickster in the house, which I've told you Tom's woken up before and called me at work and been like, hey, I just woke up to a little kid giggling and playing with my feet, and no one was in the house. And I'm like,
It doesn't seem like there's anything malevolent, so
no, if something is here, it's not a bad thing yet. So, but
just keep your mirrors blessed and covered, right?
I keep them nice and locked.
God. I just watched and I binge watched it too, a ghost hunting show. It's like 28 Days Haunted or whatever.
Oh,
And so it's Ed and Lorraine's son-in-law
yes.
who is doing this show. Have you heard about it?
I've heard about it, but I've not seen it yet. Is it
It-
good?
It's what you would expect. It's great for background noise sitting there,
Yeah.
not
Do you know
sober,
who
but
There you go. You actually, shockingly, and I hate to say shockingly, I don't know why I'm saying shockingly, but shockingly, does a really good ghost hunting show is Jack Osborne,
I
like
don't know who
Ozzy
that
Osbourne's
is.
son. It's Ozzy Osbourne's son.
Oh,
They all grew up in a house. Ozzy and them bought a house and it was haunted. And so the kids grew up in this haunted house, so he was always been super into all of it. And surprisingly, he does pretty interesting stuff.
Haunted Homecoming.
I think that's when he goes back to the house that he grew up in.
Oh. No, it says it's a TV series.
I think he goes there, but I think he explores a town in England at the house.
Got it,
It's
got it,
like
got it, got it.
multiple places they go, but one of them in particular is his home. But I think there's like a couple places in town particular.
I
So
gotcha. I'm gonna have to watch some of this because some of this looks interesting.
this definitely, it's been a few years since I saw it. I think I saw it when it came out and it's been out for a while, but it was really interesting to just hear how he got into it and how the stories that him and his family have.
Hmm.
And I don't know, it was interesting for sure. And to know that the whole town was kind of cursed, I guess you would say. But
That is
so
wild.
it's a great segue into what I'm talking about tonight.
I heard we were going to space.
We're going to parallel spaces. We're not going to outer space or anything like that. So we're actually going to talk about liminal spaces. So I'm going to do a picture it. It's been a long time since I've done a picture it. But are you ready?
I'm ready. Hit me
All
with it.
right. There's a very specific kind of place that feels wrong. Not dangerous, not even unfamiliar. It's just off. An empty hallway in a school after hours, a hotel corridor that stretches just a little too far, a parking lot at night that feels like it's been paused. These places have a name, and they're called liminal spaces. And by the end of this episode, I might convince you that they're the only thing that you'll be able to think about. Welcome to the Backrooms. All right. The word liminal comes from Latin, means threshold. All right. A liminal space is a place of transition. It is exactly why it messes with us. We are not meant to live in a transitional state of mind. Have you ever heard of the liminal space?
We about it a little last episode, but outside of that, I've never heard of these places before.
And I think it's so fun. I was so excited about doing this with you because this is something that I am completely obsessed with anyways, liminal spaces. But like the world's also slowly getting on board, getting obsessed with liminal spaces. And I'm going to talk about too how it's taking the world on by storm right now. But I have always been really obsessed with the liminal space and spent a lot of years not knowing even what to call it. In high school, I was a marching band, so there were lots of times that I was at school after hours and I would just roam the hallways. always in the dark without the lights on. And it was just always so much fun to be in those states. And there's a lot of liminal spaces that we'll mention tonight that I visit in my dreams, which is interesting. But liminal spaces represents that transition from one point of your life to another, or from one place to another. And that change makes us uncomfortable as a human being. It's unstable. We don't know what's ahead of us, but we also know we don't want to go back to what's behind us, whether it's going from a closed mall to your car and you're having to go through that hallway to get to the exit, or that empty parking lot, and you're just in that transition period where anything could happen because you know what's point A and what's point C, but you're stuck in point B. You're stuck in that liminal space. And the ones that do choose to stay can find themselves becoming mad, crazy, because it turns into something else entirely. So, the experience of being suspended between two versions of reality is something that really fucks with your brain, and to a point to where I don't know, I love it. I want to show you photos of Liminal. Do I have access to share?
I think you do.
It's been so long. Let me figure out if I remember how to do this. No, I have to send a request to you.
You just did. And now you can share.
Nice. Well, we'll go to Kuromi and you can see Kuromi. There's my notes. I guess you'll need that.
I love the artwork on your desktop.
Thanks, I drew it. It's Kuromi.
That is creepy.
Right. And this is just a movie theater. I worked at a movie theater. That was my first job. And I would get there before people would. I would be an opener or I would be a closer, and it's 3 a.m. and this is all you see. And there's something so creepy about the fact being that this is a space that should be filled with life. There should be dozens of people going in and out of the movie theaters, the bathrooms, or getting popcorn, or there should be at least signs of life that there's popcorn on the floor. You know, we're not getting any of that.
When you get out of the last showing of the night,
Yes.
and the only people left are one or two staff members lingering up front, waiting to lock up the door.
And that stuff just really gets to you. This is another one I think that gets me more than most is the hotels, where you understand that there's dozens, if not hundreds of people surrounding you in these rooms just beyond these doors, but you feel so utterly alone. And anything can happen. I don't know if it's because The Shining, which is a film all about the liminal. Have you ever seen The Shining?
I love The Shining. I've seen the movie, I've
Mhm.
seen the book, and he goes crazy. He goes
Yeah.
absolutely mad.
He goes crazy because of the liminal space, the isolation, the aloneness, the fact being that you are surrounding yourself by something that is supposed to be filled with life, and yet
Hmm.
you're the only one there. And that whole film is honestly a dedication to the liminal. And Stanley Kubrick, he was crazy anyways, but like the way he was able to film that concept of I'm utterly alone, that layout of the small model of the hotel, and you got the hedge maze, and but you see Jack walking in the hedge maze, but you mentally he's not really doing that yet. He's picturing himself doing it, but then I don't know, it transitions, and the whole fact of a hedge maze alone. I've been in hedge mazes before and have gotten lost, and that is
Yeah.
so creepy.
Well, I
Hayfield.
think, sorry, I didn't mean to
No,
interrupt.
go ahead.
When I think of hedge mazes, I think of the one from Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How creepy that hedge maze is. Like, they did a
Hmm.
really good job making it dark and,
Yeah.
you know,
That's like I think what makes it so successful too, that's kind of have that empty space in your
mhm.
mind. You're going to feel it. And because you are in a liminal space, you're filling it with scary shit. And Harry Potter just went ahead and put that scary shit there for you.
Yeah.
And like, not only are you creeped out about the fact being that anything could happen around the corner, literally things are happening around the corner. And I know, like, I know about because you're like in the New England area. I don't know if like what's the like popular form of hedge maze for you guys, but down here it's a cornfield because I'm like in the South. So it's like cornfield and corn mazes and we like you can fall, you can throw a ball anywhere and land in a corn maze.
Yeah, it's
And
like up here too.
yeah, and it's often like two. On top of that, you really are getting jump scares. And then you're also like that concept of I'm technically lost in a field that is acres upon acres of, and I really could get lost. And if I go the wrong way, I could go further into like woods. And so I don't know. It's just it's like that's more than a haunted, scary house where you have a set way to go is way creepier. Um, Here's another one that gets me. Living in Atlanta, a lot of these happen,
Oh, we've
especially
got
like
a
at night.
lot of those in the
Mhm.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we just saw how like in the it's really huge, but in this Atlanta's huge. Have you been down here to Atlanta?
No.
It's about five Baltimores, I think. Like I would know the stats on it. Let me see how many Baltimores can fit inside of Atlanta. How many Baltimores?
It's not that big.
No. Tom and I, like when we through it, um, we were shocked. Where I was like, we're out of here.
Yeah. It's
Approximately Baltimore's can be inside the city limits of Atlanta. Um, but Atlanta is 60% larger than the city limits. So 1.5
is
Baltimore's fit inside the
is that
main.
Baltimore City or Baltimore County as a whole?
Just let me Baltimore City. Yeah, it was City.
Yeah,
Oh,
so Baltimore
yeah.
does extend Baltimore out pretty far. Um, so
See.
so the Atlanta city is about twice the size as the city of Baltimore.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's about half for the county for yeah. So
That's significant
yeah.
deal larger.
Yeah, it's like we just have such a condensed area too. Like you guys such a big historical aspect to yours and we kind of
Yeah.
we little but not a lot. Um so let's half of ours should not exist. Um
Yeah. Your
yeah.
word's not.
Yeah, well, it's true. Yeah. Um but a lot of places like this, especially in Atlanta, just trying to build a city on top of a city on top of a city. A lot of our like railway stations are underground, and you get to a good part of Atlanta without going through a sketchy part of Atlanta, so you never know what you're gonna get. Um,
Yeah. Dude,
so go ahead.
sorry. That flight of stairs reminds me. So the stairs from The Exorcist are in DC, and I've
Oh,
been there.
okay.
And that me of that because it's just a long, narrow stairway, and it's so long, and it just goes, and it's like it's long.
Yeah, yeah. The whole of the basis where it's like it's far, it's too long. It feels unnatural. And therefore I'm uncomfortable and just looking at it freaks me out. Um, and I've got a photo, but I kind of want to, yeah, let me try. Sorry, I was trying to figure out if we need to look, go ahead and look at this one. So
Ugh.
this one, I know. Give me
Nope,
your thoughts on
nope.
this one. What makes you so uncomfortable about this photo?
So yellow.
Hmm. It's
It's
not like,
just
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's a problem in our bathroom now. Someone used to smoke in our bathroom, obviously, before we moved in here.
Hmm.
Because when we shower, the walls ooze that like yellow nicotine.
Hmm. Yeah.
Open the window in there because we don't have
Hmm.
a fan to pull up, so we have to open the window,
Yeah.
and it oozes,
Hmm.
and that's what that looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. I past I wound up living in her house and she smoked in the house for decades and it didn't matter how many times I painted on a humid day the walls bled. I mean there's no way to say it. The walls and it was that nicotine.
Hmm.
And yeah, this me of like a retros, like nicotine filled retirement center or something. I don't even know what this is.
Yeah, or like a basement.
Yeah, this started the movement of liminal spaces on the internet.
Really?
Someone uploaded photo. It's off tilter. You can see the photos tilted a little bit. It's not.
Yeah, I keep my head to
Yeah,
make
you
it
keep tilting your
straight.
head to kind of adjust. The fact being that there's so many areas, like I'm just right now, and I see one, two, three, four, five areas, possibly six, where something could be hiding just off camera. And
Yeah.
it's really uncomfortable because you don't feel like you're alone, but the photo indicates you're alone. So this photo was uploaded to 4chan a few years back, and then someone titled it. It says the back room didn't start as a named concept. It started as a single image, which is this posted as a paranormal thread on 4chan, asking for pictures that just felt wrong. And then someone replied to this photo, and I'm just gonna read the quote because there's no better on the planet, I feel, for this summary. It says, if you're not careful and you no clip out reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms where it's nothing but stink of old, moist carpet, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it sure has as hell heard you. And that is what started this whole movement.
Nope.
I'm
Fuck that shit. I'm out.
out. I'll save you. Keep looking at that photo, although it is still up on my computer.
I close out of that.
I
That's
did. I did. Now I'm looking
terrifying.
at Kuromi. But this, if photo, this quote that someone just like talking about like clipping into a room that is no longer a room. It's miles upon miles and miles of just isolation. But you always feel like something's still there, bothering you. Something's wrong about it, and it's not just how it looks. It's it's almost like the walls have eyes.
The vibes aren't it.
Yeah, the vibes aren't it.
It like eyes. I struggle with like there are eyes on me all the time. I'm constantly like the hairs on the back of my neck are constantly at attention. Like it's just awful. So being in a liminal space, I don't think I would last very long. I genuinely, I genuinely think I would go fucking crazy in minutes.
Yeah, I feel like some of the scariest things I've ever encountered have always wound up being liminal spaces and me just not knowing how to put like words and terminologies in it until like again it just took over the last few years and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's a space. Okay, I get this behind it, but it's still the creepiest of creeps. Every bad dream I've ever had, I've been isolated and I've been alone.
Yeah.
And there's talking about and all that kind of things. There's goddesses and gods out there that deal with strictly liminal spaces. The goddess Hecate, like she is the god of liminal spaces, and she is the goddess of transition. We have the Greek god that I'm so bad with names that rows the boats on the road to hell or heaven.
Oh, Chiron?
Yeah, yeah. There's kind of in every religion that kind of deals with that liminal space. Even Christianity, we have limbo.
Hmm.
Limbo is the liminal space, the transition between heaven and hell. And you are not meant to live in the liminal, but it is a requirement of life. It is a requirement of spiritual, emotional, mental growth. When we are not experiencing it mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but we are experiencing it physically, that the oh shit factor kicks in. And that is what will drive you crazy. There's a film coming out. A24 is doing it, and I'm so excited. I love a good A24 movie. And it's called The Backrooms. It's about this entire concept. It's based off of that photo. It's based off of this whole liminal movement. It's based off the fact being that someone took that photo from 4chan and created a life of its own where people were just creating this concept of the rooms never end and something chases you. There's video games out there like that. Now, um, honest to God, I feel like Poppy Playtime, and Tom will probably correct me if I'm wrong on this one, but I feel like Poppy Playtime is very much like a backrooms type of concept.
I have no idea what Poppy Playtime is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to show it again. Poppy Playtime is it's great, honestly. A scary game. I'm sure Blake's heard of it. Um, it is a about a twist.
Fuck that.
Yeah, here's a we have at their house. Mommy Longlegs. It was Aldrin's first crush. He had no idea what Poppy Playtime was. We were not showing him scary shit, but he did see it on a random video game server thing that he was watching on YouTube, and he just thought she was the prettiest thing on the planet. So we actually have a Mommy Longlegs. Oh, and we actually have a Yarnaby. This thing's creepy as hell. I don't know if I can get it to play. But you go through the entire abandoned factory, and basically the concept of it is that the toys are possessed and kind of haunted from the they killed.
Oh my
They were
God.
they were like stuffing kids into yeah, like kids like into toys or souls into toys or something on that. I don't know. We kind of watched it and play it. There's another game, Control, that Tom has played that's really, really good. And it deals with the government finding a haunted house and building a facility on top of the haunted house.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
Yes, it's a very bad idea. Very good game. I feel like Blake would really like that one. Um, but it's this of the house is the problem. We are trying to control something that is not meant to be controlled, that is not capable of being controlled, and is not stuck in our own concept of time and space. So that kind of brings us to a book that I read. See, bringing it back to a book.
Oh yeah. Before we bring it back to the book, I have a
Okay.
question.
Okay.
So the, sorry, video that you showed me reminded me
Mhm.
of Coraline.
Yes, Coraline definitely deals with that. Yeah,
Yeah, when she goes to the other realm, there's like the other mother and all of that. You would consider that to be a liminal space.
absolutely. Absolutely. That whole is liminal space. That's another house being wrong.
Hmm.
To the Pink Castle is the problem, is not just the fact being that there is access to a space that should not exist, but that the house feeds what it needs. Um, and a lot of times when you find kind of these stories continuously going, is that just like in Control and Coraline, the house is the conduit
Hmm.
and people using it. It's almost like a bowl or a wormhole, I would say, if we're kind of going science wise. Ideally, at the end of a black hole is a white hole where there's death, there's creation. But you get stuck in this loop. And that's where the liminal space kind of comes in. Different concepts of liminal space. I wasn't going to kind of go into the Interstellar. Have you ever seen that movie?
I love Interstellar, and the soundtrack is amazing.
Right. That is good. That's the one with Matthew McConaughey, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and he to his daughter through pushing books off of the
Yeah.
shelf.
Okay. Okay. I just want to get the right name. I tend to get names mixed up. Interstellar, when he goes in the black hole, the library, the bookshelf that you're seeing, all of that wonky stuff, that's liminal space. And space in a transcendental type of style. Um, and honestly, like that movie and Space Odyssey are the only ones that I can think of that have actually kind of dealt with in that type of time cortex.
Interesting. I have heard of Space Odyssey. I have never seen it, so I can't speak to that. But I can see what you're saying about Interstellar for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really, really, really well watching it, and I remember thinking, I feel like this is how it would really be. This is how like time's just about and it loops through. And if you're stuck in between point A and point B, if you're stuck between a black hole and a white hole, which is what he was in that loop, everything's backwards. You can't control anything. You're very uncomfortable because you don't know how to navigate what you don't know exists.
Yeah.
Um, and then I don't even want to try to explain that one. It's good though. Definitely one to get high and watch for sure.
Oh,
Um,
hell yeah.
those are, and I can hold, like, that's our whole, like, my 1 or 2 times a year I do it. We're gonna watch something weird, like Moon or Space Odyssey or something like that, Interstellar, just kind of like mentally. But it's that same concept. Donnie Darko deals with the psychological side of liminal space.
You keep saying all these names and I feel so silly. You said it was Donnie Darko.
Donnie Darko, Gyllenhaal with the creepy bunny that talks
Oh,
to him in the theater.
I have never seen it, but I recognize that bunny face.
Yeah, everybody recognizes
Ugh.
the face. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Barrymore's in it.
Yeah, I totally forgot from there.
And so is Seth Rogen.
Oh, another one.
Swayze.
Yeah, there's a lot of names in that
I'm
one.
so sorry.
No, you're
I've been
fine.
looking up all of these as you've
Yeah,
been talking about
yeah.
them.
Listen, let me tell you, like this is my. It really is. It's my jam. Like I do all the goddess Hecate anyway. So like the idea of space. I do a lot of dream walking stuff like that. So I kind of like live. I got married in cemetery. Cemetery is technically considered a liminal space. So like it's nothing that's kind of I'm in. You give me a good movie with it and I'll tell you great things. Perks of Being a Wallflower. Have you seen that one? I'm trying to think of something a little bit more.
Yep, I've seen Perks of Being a Wallflower.
That one deals with a lot of mental liminal space. The idea of him trying to figure out who he wants to be and kind of navigating the ups and downs of
Hmm.
uncertainty. Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind, I think is fantastic, and I think a lot of people don't mention that one
I haven't seen
for
that one.
that one you should definitely watch. If you like Perks of Being a Wallflower, Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind is definitely same vein.
Okay.
And that's about Jim Carrey's in it. Very serious role, not funny even slightly. It's broken up girl, love of his life, finds out that she does this experimental procedure where they go in and wipe all of the memory that she had of him. And he's
What?
like, man, fuck that shit. If she's gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And so he contacts this company so that they don't have to deal with the whole process of healing from a breakup and all this that goes along with it. Let's just wipe our memories.
Right.
Every memory that has of that person, let's just go through and reroute the brain. And but the is him going through his memories during that process
Oh,
and kind of realizing that bad memories means you got to erase the good memories too. And
yeah.
what's because even if it ended badly, you still changed my life. So
Yep.
it's probably one of my favorite movies of all time.
Interesting.
Yeah. So now I got a whole list of movies for you to watch.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send them to me because we both know that I'm not gonna remember shit, and I did not bring pen and paper today.
You're gonna take a test today?
No, I didn't. I did not. Honestly, it's probably a test that I couldn't have studied for if I tried.
Probably not. Probably not. Talk about a book because that's what we're
Yes.
here for, right?
Hell yeah.
Let me my notes. I got my notes covering my face, so I don't look at it as much. But okay. House of Leaves. You ever heard of House of Leaves? Like it's got the
Not, but
girl.
that book is gorgeous.
Girl, you have no idea. Love this book. This book is great. This was
Ugh.
a Christmas gift from Tom one year. I got into my how fucking weird can this book be era. And Tom spent 2 years finding the weirdest fucking books on the planet to see how far he could push me. And this, I don't think you get, I don't know, because I did read my best friend's Exorcist too. That was really good. I'll have to go over that one day. But this one's book has no Audible. You can't listen to it. You can't read it on a Kindle. You can only get a physical copy of this book.
Interesting.
Um, it dealt with spaces even before the 4chan photo came out and all that jazz. Um, this novel takes the idea of liminal spaces and literally pushes it to the absolute limit. It
Okay.
sees not only how can it physically push you, but how much can it mentally and emotionally push you to. So let me introduce you to House of Leaves. This is a story about a house that's physically larger on the inside of the house than it is on the outside of the house.
Like the TARDIS.
It is. It's very TARDIS, but not dramatically.
Okay.
So the TARDIS is so big and so grand and so transcendental that you can kind of wrap yourself a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're stepping into a completely different world. This house is only off by, I forget the exact measurements, but for the sake of my mental clarity, we're going to say a quarter of an inch. Enough to drive you fucking insane.
But not enough to be able to tell what exactly is wrong.
Exactly. So it's just enough to bother you. At first, it's small, the measurement's slightly off. Space shouldn't be there. That is, where the hell's that going? But then it grows. Navison, the guy that owns the house, him and his girlfriend and their children have moved into this house. He's a documentary artist, so he puts cameras all around the house. He's trying to document it. It's almost trying to be like a YouTuber type of thing. We see it so much now. When this book came out, it was a brand new concept.
Hmm.
But Navison was trying to do it. It starts with a house. He has a brother-in-law that's an architect, comes over, tries to figure it out, can't do it. They just all kind of go crazy, consumed by this thought. But then all of a sudden, in the middle of a fight, a hallway appears. A whole hallway.
Just out of thin air. Fuck
Between
that
one
shit.
room, between the there was a bookshelf that turned into a door, that turned into a hallway that was longer than it looked. But eventually, the hallway opened up to their children's room, and then it disappeared. Then a door appears in the room. Navison literally crawls out of the window of his living room, goes around the house where the door is, and crawls into a room, like a window on the other side of the door, and cannot find where that door leads in the living room. But the second you open it up, it turns into a black room that extends for thousands of miles. Deep caverns of nothing but black.
Nope.
It becomes all consuming, and it starts with the house feeling uncomfortable. Then, the more you figure out something that's wrong with the house, this is wrong with the house. Let me figure it out. You're feeding the house. So the house begins to feed you, just like Coraline. Starts with the door, right? Starts with the voices. The more she goes to visit the other world, the more it feeds and it grows because she's feeding it. Same with this house. The crazy part about this book is that this is one of three stories that takes place in this book because it doesn't just deal with the insanity of the house, which is the main story, but it deals with other narratives as well. It's a manuscript written by a blind man, a documentary that may or may not actually exist. It's written like it exists out there, but then you try to find it and it can't, but it has quotes from people about watching it. It's a story inside of a story. The blind man goes crazy trying to put this Navison story together and winds up killing himself. And then it's taken over by another guy who slowly descends into madness because he's trying to put the pieces together of not only Navison, but this other dude who was trying to put the book together to begin with. And so you're literally feeling manic just trying to read this story. and put the pieces together, and it will drive you crazy. This top part, every single time, see if I can get it closer. Every single time
Like
the
indents
lyrics,
and
yeah, the bottom of it, different story down here. All of these that look like cliff notes, different story, different character, different story. You have different typefaces for different personalities of this story. So you're trying to put the pieces together. You'll be in the middle of reading Davidson's story, and then the other story consumes the novel. And then you'll go into that for 20 or 30 pages, and then this shit happens. And then let me find it. That.
the fuck?
Oh, it gets worse. The words start compiling on top of each other as Navison decides he can't alone. He's lost his family, he's lost everything, but the house is consuming him and he can't leave it alone. There's marked out stuff. There's whole transcriptions that are gone. There's an entire section of a letter from a lady in an insane asylum, and then there's Braille. And then the words start piling on each other, the pages start bleeding into each other. It just turns into music at one point. And there's, like I said, a letter from a lady in a mental institution, and then you have to go online and figure out that at one point the letter is a completely different letter. You have to take every first word of the book or every first word of every sentence and put together a whole nother story that dives even deeper. This is the first book that took me from a physical liminal space that Navison was dealing with in his house to a mental liminal space of trying to figure out what these other two authors were trying to put together and investigate, to a emotional liminal space of losing my mind and feeling like I was going completely crazy. I, at one point, just had a full-on panic attack trying to navigate the labyrinth of this entire book. Pages shift, structures break, you get completely lost in the story, you don't understand what's going on, and then it all comes together in this one finite implosion of silence. And you have all these voices going on in your head, and then you're stuck in this liminal space of absolutely nothing. The walls have closed in on Avison, literally closed in on him. He's in a dark space, miles beneath the surface of the planet, trying to navigate the nothingness. And he can't even move his shoulders because things have gotten so tight. And all the voices stop. All the authors stop writing. Navison stops talking. And nothing makes sense. And you realize the house itself has consumed every single person that has touched anything to do with the house, including yourself.
I added it to my cart.
Good. I'm glad. I need someone else who's read it. It is not an easy read. It is very difficult. Just to navigate how it's set up. Anyways, because it's set up so experimental. It's an art piece in itself. Um, and as soon as you like get into it, you're like, yeah, you can't have an audible of this book. Because you can go through and read it 6 or 7 different times, and every single time you're gonna get a different story. So,
Choose your own adventure, baby.
yes, this really is a choose your own adventure. You can go in, and I do want to go back and I do want to kind of read through Davison part of the story,
Yeah.
not the notes or anything like that, but then the main author that like you kind of most of I forget his name, but his story becomes very interesting too because he's trying to like hunt down if like he can't Davison's even real. Like, is this just someone made up or is this real? And you're like, and I remember at one point I remember like looking over at Tom and I'm like, is this a real story? Like, I'm so confused. This like, is it just reading like a real story? So you kind of get like the same like mental turmoil that he gets into. So
I look forward to going crazy.
good. I'll be there for you.
I'm gonna need it.
Yeah, you will. He'll support. I'll send you a care package.
I'll let you know when I finish.
Nice, nice. But
Yeah.
that's basically I've been wanting to talk about the House of Leaves for a really long time. Um, it's a that haunts me figuratively. Like it literally space that you could possibly think of feel uncomfortable. A house is supposed to be your safe spot. A house can't change. It's like you have to change the house, and all of a sudden that control gets taken away from you, and as an adult, that's not exactly where you want to be.
Nope. Especially as someone who has a lot of control issues,
Hmm.
I would lose it.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
I
yeah.
have to be in charge of everything.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do too, like especially when it's to the house. Especially when it comes to controlling things around here. Like it has to spot, everything has to be like where I need it to be type of thing. And if it's not, I kind of lose my mind.
Just gone. Well, like, and I know with like ADHD and other object permanence is already
Hard enough, yeah.
challenging,
Uh-huh.
right? And so when you know something's where it's to be and then it's not there, that's gotta fuck with you even more because you're like, did I actually put it there or is something fucking with me?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
I like scary movies and houses and stuff like that. Like I was just about how like I lost my ring, and then as soon as I found my ring, I've lost my glasses. And like as a neurodivergent, it's fucking driving me crazy. I mean, I'm going just slowly like away trying to figure out like how do I have something that I need every single day?
mhm.
Like that makes to me. And then I think that's what makes haunted houses so frightening. If you watch a scary movie and something's moved or something's changed or something's shifted, you kind of start questioning. That happened to me the other day. Like, would I
Yeah,
even notice? Like, oh, that was a ghost for them. Would that be a ghost for me? Like, am
yeah.
I being haunted? And like, there's that psychological effect of it.
I no, I love that kind of stuff. Psychological thrillers, anything that messes with my brain.
Hmm.
That is what I look for often in like scary movies or books. It's why I like The
Yes.
Shining so much.
Hmm.
And so I think I'm going to enjoy House of Leaves.
I hope so.
Um,
It's like that book I recommend like all the time. Some people have it and tried and just like I can't do it, but it took me a whole year to like read it too. So I if it does take a while for you to read, but there is I will say slightly famous on the House of Leaves Reddit page because um I found there's a movie that came out not too long ago called There's Something in the Dirt. Have you watched?
no,
There's
did you
these
see my eyes go
I
off
know
screen
you're like, oh.
as I start looking it up?
Um,
There's
there's something in the dirt.
the dirt. Ew,
There's
I don't like the cover.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so these two guys, it doesn't matter what they do, watch it. And I hate that I think they had picked up my Marvel, so we're not gonna see like a lot of like cool stuff anymore. Like one film about two brothers that been a cult and escaped it when they were kids. And then as adults, they got a VHS tape from the cult, saying that the alien that they worshipped in the cult was coming to take them away. But then they noticed something weird that the people didn't age.
Vampires.
So they're like, let's go say bye to the cult.
Mm.
And one brother's about like, let's go say goodbye. They're being taken away or they'll drink the Kool-Aid or something like that, and but we'll get our closure. And the other brother's like, I don't know this, but fine. And then weird happens. That one's fantastic. But then they did There's Something in the Dirt, which very much is probably the closest House of Leaves I've kind of gotten so far. A room to shop in an apartment. It's very odd. Lots of crazy things happen, but it's very really good. Um about the Backrooms movie though. I literally told Tom I was like, if they can do this Backrooms movie and make it look good, then they can do House of Leaves.
Yeah. I'm definitely very about Backrooms. I definitely think I'm gonna have to watch Something in the Dirt though, because I'm looking at the IMDb page and
Hmm.
it looks pretty good. Plus it takes place in Los Angeles, which is
Yeah.
where I'm from. So, a little bit of there.
It's a quintessential indie film, but do love There's in the Dirt, but I do like the other one. I can never remember. There's a whole series of movies that all kind of came out right at the same time that kind of have the same, but all completely different. Tom's literally yelling at the screen right now, telling me the name of the movie, and I'm still don't know, babe. I'm not gonna look it up just to terrorize you. There is another. I'll look up this movie though. There was a movie about this drug that was around that was causing people to disappear. Synchronic. Synchronic. I do remember them.
Is that the one about the drug?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm looking at that one right now.
That's a really good one. It's a drug that on street, like a street drug. And this starts like his friend's daughter goes because she took and the drug, what it is it bridges between one lobe of your brain to the other.
Oh,
And he had some anyway, so he technically already had that there because it was only
okay.
affecting teenagers. And so he kind of through that whole scene and all that. So that one was a lot of fun. And
That
one of the
looks
book about
fun.
it. Yeah.
The Death Cult is
Yes.
called The Endless.
The Endless. I didn't know that. That one I feel like I want you to watch first. I feel like Blake would really
Okay.
like that. I don't know. Read it. I'm gonna be flat out honest with you. That was one of the films that I read the description and I saw like clippets of it and to like just trust me. And Tom has this thing where he doesn't watch movies on repeat. So if he comes to me and he says, I just watched this movie, I want to watch it again, I think you'll like it, can you just trust me? I will 110% say absolutely. He did that with Parasite and it was so good. Parasite is liminal space too. Um, and it was so good, and it wound up getting nominated a whole bunch of stuff. But the fact being that he even watches something and he's like, I want to watch this again, like you kind of have to like and your brain.
I've heard of Parasite.
Parasite was a foreign film about the family that kind of like is really they cling on to this rich family like a parasite and just kind of like suck them. I think the whole family winds up working for them. It's
Yeah.
yeah. It was
Knew before tonight, though, A, about liminal spaces, and then
mhm.
B, about how much media there is involving them, whether we realized it or not, from
Yeah.
movies to literature.
Mhm.
Like, it's wild. And so I'm very excited to try to watch some of these movies. I'm probably
Mhm.
going to have Blake vet some of them first.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
just because I do take like that and I know that they freak me out and I do
Mhm.
take them into my dreams. And
Yeah.
so like
Mhm.
I need to set them first to make sure that I can watch it at night or if I have to
Yeah.
watch it during the day.
Yeah.
Um
I think I tend to be that way too. There's a lot of films that I won't watch and Tom is like that's off my list. I know I'll enjoy it. I know it'll be great, but I know it'll affect me too hard.
yeah,
So I get that 100%. I feel like with me a lot of times like synchronic, I know I'm not gonna do a street drug. Like
true.
so like I kind of endless like how that develops. Well, I know that's never gonna happen to me. It's the films that can somehow put myself in that place. Like this shit could
Hmm.
really happen to me. A haunted house, devil possession, anything with possession, any kind of demon possession type of thing. And I know I watch ghost hunting stuff all the time. I know, but I watch The Exorcist because
Really? What
that
about
that
Paranormal
affect me.
Activity?
Um, that one kind of freaked me out too. I'm gonna be honest, I think I watched the first one, but I didn't watch any of the other ones. Like stuff like that I know is real. It could possibly affect me in some way, shape, or form. I would not be shocked whatsoever if I walked into the wrong area and pissed off their own demon and then tried to attach themselves to me. That happens to people all the time. So, the haunting in Connecticut or something like that, or they just move into a house and it's, I don't
I
know.
love
Stuff
that
like that.
kind of stuff. That is actually my bread and butter when it comes to horror movies, are like the possessions and the hauntings. And I
Mm-mm.
really liked
Oh,
The
see, I know
Conjuring and all of those.
The Conjuring I have seen. I haven't seen the Nun. We're trying to go through and slowly watch all those, but it takes a lot. Like I have to watch and I need a couple months off. Like you get me like the gore, like the stuff we just did the whole Scream series. Like I will eat that no
Nope.
problem. Give me Michael Myers. Let's go through all that. I'm cool with that. Horror, all that kind of stuff. I'm cool with. But it's like if I can connect to this could possibly happen. This is a real life story, the story of Annabelle. I've not seen the movie Annabelle. The story is completely different from the movie. Yes, I know. I can tell you the story like the back of my fucking hand. But am I gonna watch the movie? Probably not. Will I ever
That's
touch a
fair.
Raggedy Ann doll again? Ever? No, probably not.
No, I don't like dolls. Dolls freak me the fuck
No.
out.
Oh, no. Dolls creep me.
I,
And there's a reason because most of the time it is a fucking haunted doll.
dude, I have a friend and I'm going to change to Sarah for anonymity. Um, my friend Sarah recently into collecting American Girl dolls. Yeah. Yep. And
Even
so
as a little, it's not into dolls. Mm-mm.
her bedroom has so many American Girl dolls in it. And I love her, and I've told Sarah, I'm like, I love you, but I can't be in your room because it
Mm-hmm.
freaks me the fuck out. There's
Mm-hmm.
too many eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, no.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't do doll movies or one. So, like, because again, whatever, I feel that kind of shit. I don't know why. It's gonna get me in trouble. But, yeah, blood and gore. I can't always get Scream. Um, Even the Blair Witch, it only
That
has like
one.
one
Yeah.
scene
Yeah.
at the end where they get his like jaw back in his t-shirt and it's bloody. I can't always get past that. Like I
Right.
just no. No. Blair Witch took place not too far from me. I would
Really?
consider, yeah,
Wow.
it's in Maryland. I would consider that be kind of a liminal space. They're in the
Yeah,
woods and they
absolutely.
can't
Yeah.
fucking get out.
Absolutely. That is a really good example. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not gonna I don't think that's gonna be something that you're gonna have to worry about. I think that one would be a safe one to go. Unless cults freak you out.
Nope. I love cults.
Okay. Then I think you'll really enjoy it, to be honest with you. If you did you see Midsommar
No.
about the cult? That one's intense. I don't know if I would watch that one. But that one really kind of creeped me out. And that one's like, that one's the movie that takes place during the day. Um and that is 100% a cult. Um yeah, it's pretty intense. I like that one though. We're just not going to talk about the bear in the cage. That's a quote. Um Unless I think you're good, I think you would really enjoy it and I think you would really like the concept of it, to be honest, because you're going in there thinking this is a cult movie, and then there's a lot more to it than
I
just.
love alien shit too. So I'm all in on that one.
Yeah, I thought it was a really cool idea that it was an alien cult. There's this one scene where you're just like, dude, these people are fucking crazy, and then just one scene happens, and you're like, maybe these people aren't crazy. And that's when I was like the turning point for me. So,
That's always the best part is when you have that epiphany moment too, though,
mhm.
where you're like,
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah,
could very ha well be real.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Especially when it's a cult movie and it's a cult thing. Like you're just like, these people are crazy. It's a cult. These people are fucking crazy. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. Hmm. And you're like questioning am I the one or is something really happening? I don't know. It's
yeah,
good. It was good. I have to talk Tom into letting us watch it again tonight.
the
Um,
endless.
the endless. I think that's the one to start with.
Okay, I'm here for it. Can I streaming on Prime
There you go.
and Peacock?
There you go. Nice.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, I will send you a list of all the films, and if you guys are
Please.
interested in a list of any of the films that I talked about, just let me know and I'll leave a comment.
I'll even
With
make it for it.
oh, how nice.
Yeah,
How
yeah,
nice.
just send them me and I'll make a graphic and I'll post it and it'll be all nice and
Oh,
pretty for everybody to find all the time.
that would be great. Honestly, it would be great for just me to have. List of movies Kristen will recommend. Oh, it's always gonna be. I literally gave you like my top list. So I'm excited for you to read The House of Leaves. I honestly was like, I'm going to talk about liminal spaces, and then I was like halfway through the like was a bunch of YouTubers. If you ever want to get some like other YouTubers going over space, I got some for you. Um, but then like I turned and I looked at Tom and I was like, these YouTubers keep mentioning The House of Leaves, and I don't know why I didn't think about that because I've been wanting to cover the book. So I was like, yay, I got a book now.
Perfect. It worked out very well. Very well.
Yeah, it's
Um,
a book.
like I said, already in my cart. So when I get paid on Friday, I'm gonna be able to click that buy button. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
And I get to go crazy.
So exciting. I'm excited. Yay. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I tonight, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Um, no, I don't think so.
Nice. Well, it looks like we might have Taylor on pretty soon.
Once we all get and read Game On, we'll definitely get Taylor back on the show so that way we can
Mhm.
hash out all the details. I'm ready for something paced. Man, the book that I'm reading right now is so good, but it is lengthy.
Really?
And it's they're not walking, but they're doing a lot of boat riding. Kind of like in the there's walking and walking and walking, and so that's
Right.
where we're
Yeah.
at now,
Oh no.
leading
Oh
up
God.
to the big war.
Hmm.
I assume that's about to happen. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm ready for I wouldn't call Game On a palate cleanser, but it's also not a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
It's somewhere. I'm
Yeah,
ready
kind of. I
for
mean,
a
yeah.
dark romance is what I'm ready for.
There you go. Yeah.
Because this book
Yeah.
has no romance in it at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not fun. Yeah. You gotta have something, right?
I'm
You
I
don't.
don't think
I've read
this
where you don't.
needs it at all. I just I'm struggling.
That's fair. I've
Yeah.
been there before. Um, I don't know if you see. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, my camera's bigger. Book right there on the table. Oh, there you go. Is a leather-bound copy of Dracula that I just like one of my clients got it. I found it on Five Below. They have a whole bunch of like leather-bound books right now. I mean,
Oh,
obviously not real books, but um Pride and Prejudice, The Gatsby, Dracula. Um, yeah, so I got a whole stack of books for like $5 each.
that's actually not awful. And
Mm-mm.
I've lost some or misplaced, not lost, some copies of some of my classics.
There you go.
So that would be good to fill their
They
spot on the
were,
shelf.
yeah, they were really nice. I was really kind of surprised. So today, I want to get it like a Nido cube. So
Oh,
like,
yeah.
great, I was like, oh,
Blake Blake has a over here
yeah, they're
that he's
fun to play
gonna
with. Yeah.
pass. Technically, it's my Nido cube that I got for
Hmm.
Christmas from one of our friends,
Hmm.
but he likes it more than me, so it just lives on his desk.
That's fair. I like one of my students has one, and I was like, why do you guys have these? And then like that one just has a different texture than all the other ones. And like I
Yeah,
get it.
it's
Yeah.
really firm.
Yeah, I like that. And I went on today thinking I'll find one for Aldrin and it'll be great. And I'll get one too. And every place was sold out. So
Yeah, people love them. If because our Target regularly them, so if
mhm.
I find one, send you a copy.
I
But
yeah, I was gonna hop on like Amazon or something like. But yeah, I
true.
went to like three different places trying one and wound up buying him a whole bunch of other sensory stuff. He's more than happy, but I'm not. I wanted the
I
Nito.
have to have my Nido.
I need it. I like that texture. It's so firm. Um So yeah,
Yeah.
but
Well, really enjoyed talking about liminal spaces. I really enjoyed
yeah.
doing something a little bit different
Hmm.
tonight. So thank you
Of
for that
course.
experience. And I loved that you tied it into a book that I can now go read so that I can go crazy
Yay.
myself.
Yes.
Um, and we'll get from Peyton and
Yeah.
we'll post that of movies that deal with liminal spaces. So that way you guys have some more references.
Hmm.
Get some of those channels too. And,
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
know,
Yeah.
we'll put together for you guys. But in the meantime, don't forget to hit all the buttons, like, share, subscribe, follow,
Yep.
you know. Even if you link and don't send it anywhere, that helps us too because the algorithm thinks that you sent it somewhere.
Yep. You know
Um,
what? I had some friends that was like, throw on this podcast, walk out of the room, and I was like, hey, that's smart. Like, just play on, listen to us. Come on, guys.
yeah,
We're
I
pretty
know we're
fun though.
boring. So boring.
Yeah, we do this for us. We think we're great.
I don't think I mean, look at me.
No,
I
really.
thought we were going to space, so I put on my little alien eyeballs today.
Hey, we
Um,
did talk about aliens though,
we
quite a bit.
did.
We went
I think it worked
interstellar.
out.
Yeah.
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 Interstellar, The Endless,
Hmm.
UFO cult. So
Literally UFO cult.
it
So yeah,
it worked out.
absolutely. I love it. So cute.
Thank you.
Well, I guess that's it. You guys have a great week, and we'll be back in 2 weeks with Mel leading the charge.
Something else.
Yeah, something. Well,
Yeah. TBD.
all right. Bye,
Bye,
fuckers.
fuckers.